So welcome to Big Sound. You just flown in. Have you heard much about what's been happening so far this week? Or?
Heard that Stonefield had a great gig last night, and they tore the roof off the joint. Yeah, and I know that at the airport I bumped into a shitload of musicians. Everybody seems to be coming up. Yeah.
Everyone's here.
Ingoing or outgoing musicians?
They all seem to be coming up here. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this is still a very young project, particularly for people just coming into it. Is it still very young for you guys, or having been working on it for a little while? Is it?
Well, I did an EP which has got the single Rattlesnake on it, which is what Dan and I wrote, and he also performs on it. And yeah, this is the first time we've done a show, so really pumped up.
Yeah, and it's young for me, but Jan's been working and been doing great work for a long time, with this stuff, and he was always going to do something like this, and so I guess it's young for. It's old for you, but young for everyone else.
Yeah.
And it's all his mates and all his people who work with him are all pretty happy for him. It's going the way it's going, and it's a good scene. It's great. It's good to be a part of too. It's all right.
Yeah,
Did it take long to sort of work out how you were going to do it live, or was it?
I kind of had a few different ideas of how I might do it, and at one point I thought I was going to... Sorry about that. I just turned that off there. Yeah. At one time I thought I might just DJ it because it was just too heavy to take on, but I've got such great musos in the band and we've just been rehearsing and it's just like instantly it felt really good. And it's awesome because now it's helping me kind of look at the songs that I'm recording for the album differently and kind of starting to get the band in to play on things, and so yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. So do you have the same musicians throughout the whole set, or is someone like Dan you're going to jump off and jump on? Or?
I'll be on just to sing one track, and yeah, Jan and our mates in the band, they're doing all the heavy lifting. I just get a trip to Brisbane for the night. I have to sing, don't get me wrong, but it's just the one song.
We're just going to draw your song out though.
Yeah, it's going to
really long.
Go for a long time, long enough for me to go off and come back. Yeah, so yeah, just the one song for me, which is great.
How did the track come about? Have you guys been looking to do something together for a little while, or did you approach Dan and say you're perfect for this part?
Haven't really organically, like we'd known each other for a while. We'd kind of met through different friends and kind of different projects that we'd both worked on, and we had wanted to write a song, and then we had this great day at the Abbotsford Convent in Melbourne, and we wrote the song like within a couple of hours, and it really just happened so easily, didn't it? And we've just written a great song for Dan's album, which sounds fantastic, which he's just recorded.
Yeah, both songs involved a lot of laughing and a lot of hanging out and maybe a little bit of beer and a nice day. So really, we were just hanging out, and we were just doing what we'd do anyway, but we managed to fit in a couple of hours of work in between. And so, yeah, we've been pretty lucky with the tracks that we've worked on together in that way, But, we're good mates, so,
It's easy.
Yeah, and if it sounded shit, then it wouldn't bother us either. We'd just go back to the pub or something, But it turned out okay.
So whose album's coming first?
I don't know. When's yours? Do you know when yours is? I don't know when mine is.
Yeah, I don't know the exact release date. Early next year for me.
Me too.
Yeah.
There you go. Are they both done, or are you still working on?
Well, I'm still working on mine, but it'll be completed pretty soon. And
mine's done. It's just getting mixed at the moment. So it's just down to, just being smart about when we release. And I think we'll have a couple of singles out this year, but yeah, we'll like Way of the Eagle, we'll probably wait until next year. If you release too late in the year, then you got to be competing with Michael Bublé's Christmas album and shit like that. So it's I think it's smarter to just wait off a little bit. But like Jan's, we've released a single, our single Jan's released that, and I'm sure there might be another one before the end of the year. And
got a great song up my sleeve. Can't wait for people to hear it.
And then records next year.
Yeah.
So I guess people coming into it for the first time, Rattlesnake is going to be their entry point. Is that a fairly good entry point for what the album's going to sound like, or is it going to be?
If people like brass, like brass sections, then they're gonna
But
love the
it's,
show.
but it's crazy though. Like his stuff, it's weird. It's hard to to dialise it. It's hard to say what it is or what it isn't because it's a lot of things all at once. I think Rattlesnake's a good representation of Rattlesnake.
Yeah.
But the record, I don't know. Like from what I've heard anyway, it's just so and it all sounds like yarn. It's got that continuity. It all sounds like Way of the Eagle, but it's.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like Rattlesnake. It's like it's got this fantasy element to it, like kind of like it's its own little world. No, and I really love doing that with every song. They don't necessarily have to be in the same space, but like as long as there's that kind of sense of imagination in them, then I really get into it.
Yeah. Is that something that you wanted to try and translate onto the live show, or is that further down the track? That bit of imagination.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was just saying on our way over here, like let's just get one show under our belt and then we can see what happens. But no, I'm feeling good. Everybody caught the playing, and everybody's here, so that's like my biggest stress. And now we can just have fun and do the show. Are
there any nerves? I'm
not nervous because the band's sounding so good.
He's a little bit nervous, but it's understandable. It's understandable. I'm nervous. I get nervous, but I'm excited. The band sounds awesome.
I'm sure I'll get really nervous. Like, now that you've said it, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Sorry about that. Is there going to be something, if you walk off stage tonight, is there going to be one thing that you're going to look at and say, yep, that was a good first show? Have you got anything in mind that is going to be that signifying?
Yeah, that the band doesn't make too many mistakes. I don't know, it's the first show, so I guess I'll be looking at the whole thing and just seeing how it goes down. And it's a bit of it's not really a trial and error because I feel like it's really working, but it'll be interesting to see how people react to it. And also all the new songs, it'll be interesting to gauge how people dig them because no one's heard them before.
And I guess just moving forward, after Big Sound, in the lead up to the album, is there going to be much touring from you, or is it going to be essentially just spot fires until the album comes out?
I think that's the vibe, yeah. And then when the album drops, we'll do a good run.
Yeah, excellent. And yourself, Dan? Much touring in the lead up end of this year?
I got a little bit of touring, yeah, but nothing with a full band or anything. There's a bit stuff. There's a bit of stuff planned for early next year. But yeah, just a couple of Way of the Eagle shows and a couple of solo things for myself.
So there's a co-write on Dan's album as well. Are there many other co-writes on your record?
About half the record is, yeah.
Yeah, right.
About half the record's co-write. I'm just working with some good mates and people that I didn't know, like just sort of set up writing sessions and people who became mates and some people that didn't, but that's okay. And about half and half.
Yeah, excellent. Well, guys, I've probably got what I need there, so I really appreciate coming in and having a chat.
All right, thanks for having us.
No worries.
What time